I'm wondering if you've noticed an overlap with that related to entrepreneurship, where like you can't just show up on day one and run a successful business, and it's just like you got to earn your job, earn your keep, and put in the work and have that happen. At what point did you start to notice the overlap between entrepreneurship and running?
For me, I think it was really early on. I think it actually started with lifting weights and entrepreneurship. So I don't know the actual stats, but everyone talks about it. You see it everywhere now. Like there is just some sort of positive correlation between doing endurance or strength training with running a company or being some kind of like entrepreneur. When it came to running, I think it was when I was like just starting out with my longer runs for the training. That's when I really was able to unplug from everything else. Because when you go for a 2-hour run, it's not like you step out the door and instantly you're just free of all your thoughts. It takes a good 20, 25 minutes to first distance yourself from whatever you're doing beforehand, like the current stressors you have in mind. Then once you're around 30 minutes in, at least for me, that's when things start to actually come to me. And then you hit this peak state from like minutes 30 to maybe if it's a 2-hour run from minutes like 30 to 90, it's pretty solid. And then for those bottom 30, you start kind of, for me, like coming back to what you're gonna do next, et cetera, et cetera. But when you're in that peak state, you see things from such a different perspective that you wouldn't otherwise have thought of. And then you're almost excited to get back home and go do those things or think of whatever it was. And it doesn't have to be business related. It can be things you might like, improvements in your relationship or with your family or what you have going on, like any kind of issue. But for business specifically, I got definitely some genuine ideas on how to like improve my current companies, like while all of these runs.
It's funny. I will often, like if I have an important meeting, I'll go for a run and be done 30 minutes prior to it. And that's like how I get my head right for that meeting. And I'll often have, like you said, I'll have ideas on the run that I'll like pull out my phone and take notes because otherwise I'll forget. But yeah, some of the best thinking happens when those endorphins are flowing.
Yeah.